Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going over to a beer that was brought to me by my good friend Keith, who's over in France at the moment, lucky bugger. It's called Allsopps Pale Ale, and it's been sat there for a few weeks now. I've noticed that Brew Tavern in the city centre, next to the train station, the old beer shack, had this on cask. And yeah, I've not really come across it before, so I will read on the back. So, all for the taste, our Allsopps 4 beers dedicated themselves to perfecting this balanced, golden-hued, enduringly drinkable pale ale. And perfect it they did, going the extra mile in pursuit of excellent beers, one family tradition we're happy to faithfully follow, with this contemporary take on our original 18th century classic, crisp, sessionable and refreshing. Our logo, glad you asked. Back in the 1800s, pub displayed a red hand as a symbol of fresh beer inside. Hands up, who knew that already? Not me. 4% ABV and fresh beer inside, eh? Whew. Since 1730 it says, so proper classic old beer then, for the sounds of it. Not been a bad day today, gotta be honest. Although I've been weeding and deadheading and pruning all day, so it's been one of those days. The mower broke literally 5 minutes into the day. Yeah, the roller, instead of being steady, it's moving about, so something's gone. Golden pour, a little bit of a whitehead, good sporadic carbonation on this. Malty. I would say a little bit floral, but anyway, less of that. Let's dive in. Quite a drying back end on it. Obviously malty. For me, I'd say a proper traditional beer. A thirst quencher. A beer that's just gonna, not every beer has to have bagfuls of this flavour, that flavour. Some beers are just nice to drink. I'll assume Keith picked it up from Heron. Heron seemed to be a little gold mine, now and again at least, for beers, and I'm hoping we get a Heron near us in Sherwood. That'd be nice. Be a lot quicker to go and get food, yeah, and in the better area as well. And I can always nip into the pub round the corner. There's winner. Yeah, so Brew Tavern had this on, and Brew Tavern, very craft orientated pub next to the train station, like I said. But they do have bass on quite a bit. My mate, he had bass down there. He was on the wall about it the other week, although we'd already had a fair bit to drink by then, so difficult to assess. And as far as I know with bass, don't get me wrong, I'm not really a fan of bass. I'm one way or the other. Beer's beer. But you can either have a good bass or a bad bass. There's no in between. That's what I've been told. So I don't know. I have seen the pictures back in the day where bass was unbelievable. The amount of barrels. So obviously it was the big beer of the day. I don't suppose it sells anywhere near that amount now. But saying that, still got quite the following. I must review a bass from Asda again, Bass Traditional in bottle, because sometimes it's nice to get back to these beers, especially when you don't know anything about the beers anyway. If it's a local brewery and I know the brewery, and if it's a good brewery or a not so good brewery, it's easy to know what you're talking about. But with this, yeah, I just drink it and, you know, like it or not like it, one or the other. Whoa, cheers all. Yeah, a nice straight down the middle trad golden beer, pale ale. Well, they call it a pale ale, but more of a golden pale, isn't it? And that's it for me. You know, it's just easy drinking, going down the hatch rather nicely. Um, and yeah, had a good day today, to be fair. Like I said, did what I did. Then was going to do 2 gardens tonight, or at least look at one and do one. Got to the first one, and the lady's husband's been took into hospital, all jaundice, so kidneys, I assume. So that's had to be put on hold for now. Mainly only the edge anyway, but you know, family comes first. Gardens are not on the agenda when somebody's ill. And then I went to look at another garden, although it took some trek to get into the garden because roads closed. But yeah, went to the other garden, and yeah, it's a nice little project. Lot of block paving with weeds, lots and lots and lots of weeds. All good fun. Yeah, tons of weeds on the garden. Bit of planting on the back garden. First visit, I'm looking at about an hour to 2 hours. I'll have it mostly wrapped up on the first visit, and then it's just a case of when it gets naughty, going down, doing the strimming the block paving. Block paving's it's good, but when you get weeds in it, you're always going to get weeds in it. So you know, and got dogs as well, so it's very difficult to, you know, very difficult to weed kill, because people don't like weed killing their dogs, you know, and I do get it, I do. So on the back garden, I'm going to use salt, which dries up the pathways and that. Salt that you put down in snow. That will dry it up, so that will get rid of most of that will dry things up. Strim it down, put it over the top. It'll wash itself in, and like I say, it will dry it up, and that's one way of killing them. The easiest way is weed killer, but like I say, if you can't use it, you can't use it. I dare say by the time I'm done, it'll look great. Bit of planting, bit of pruning. And the new garden. Although a sporadic garden, not one every 6 weeks or so, something like that. You know, not too often. I'll fit it in when I can. Job's a good one. So anyway, back to the beer. Would I drink it again? Not really. A one-off beer, like most beers are, to be honest. For me, good old trad beer, 3.9 out of 5. Cheers on.